Hello everybody and welcome to Destiny 2 Explained. As many of you already know, Destiny 2 is a free-to-play game and has been for about 2 years already. While the game does offer a substantial amount of content for free, there's also a lot of DLC available in the forms of expansions and seasons. Sometimes it can be a little confusing not knowing exactly what's included in each. In this video, I'll be focusing on what's included in Destiny 2 for free, as well as what you can expect from the seasons and expansions available for purchase. My name is Parkattack, let's get going. Whether you're a brand new player to Destiny or a returning veteran, there's no better way to get a feel for the game than trying it out for free. Once you've created your Guardian, the game will start you off on the New Light campaign. This questline isn't so much a campaign as it is an extended tutorial and introduction to the systems and activities the game has to offer. That, however, doesn't mean that there isn't still plenty to do. After pushing through some beginning quests, you'll eventually get your ship and you'll be able to travel the solar system, gaining access to new zones and activities. Some of the zones are locked initially, but are pretty quickly unlocked by simply playing the game and gaining experience. The activities you'll have access to include the Crucible, Vanguard Strikes, Gambit, and Legends, along with several various activities in each zone. The Crucible is Destiny's PvP hub. There are several different game modes ranging from casual to competitive. The majority of the game modes will be accessible for free right off the bat, but the more competitive Glory Ranked mode requires account verification through SMS. If you're wondering why Bungie wants your phone number, it's because it's meant to reduce the amount of hackers present in Ranked mode. There are also 2 more PvP modes that are available only at certain times. One of them is the Iron Banner, which is available for free, but only occurs 1 week out of every month. The other one is the Trials of Osiris. This mode is only available on the weekends and is even more competitive than the Glory Ranked mode, and because of this, is unfortunately the only PvP mode that isn't accessible for free. If you want to participate in the Trials, you'll have to own the most recent expansion. This is yet another measure taken by Bungie to ensure the least amount of cheaters in the most competitive modes. Hackers are much less likely to risk being banned if they can't just create another free account, so requiring the latest expansion to play makes the game much more fair for everyone else. Moving on from the Crucible, we have Vanguard Strikes. Vanguard Strikes are 3-man PvE encounters, essentially mini dungeons, and are always available for free. You load into a random strike as a team of 3 and move through the encounter fighting mobs and mini-bosses, with one major boss encounter at the end. Nightfall and Grandmaster Nightfall strikes are more difficult versions of regular strikes. The strike chosen for Nightfall is set for the week and doesn't change until the following week. Because of this, any given week might be unavailable for free-to-play players if the chosen strike happens to be from one of the expansions. Regular strikes, however, will always be available because you get randomly assigned one from a pool of available strikes, including all of them that are free to play. Next, we have Gambit, Destiny's PvPvE game mode. This mode pits 2 teams of 4 players against each other in a race to kill mobs and a final boss, with the added twist of occasional player interference from the other team. This is an incredibly fun game mode that mixes the best of both PvP and PvE. Currently, there's only one version of Gambit, and it is available to everyone. Finally, we arrive at the newest edition, Legends. This is where Bungie plans on re-releasing some of its past content, such as raids and dungeons, that have since been removed from the game or were a part of Destiny 1. Currently, the Vault of Glass raid is available, requiring only account verification to play, making it the only raid available for free. Raids are endgame PvP encounters, requiring a well-organized team of 6 players and commonly take several hours to clear. Players move their way through the encounter fighting mobs, solving puzzles, and completing several elaborate boss encounters along the way. Although raids take a substantial amount of effort, they're extremely rewarding and can be completed for top-tier loot once a week. On the more relaxed side of things, there are also side quests and zones to explore if you're not quite ready to start raiding yet. Various side quests will become available to you as you play, ranging in rewards from regular to exotic gear. These side quests are usually easy to complete on your own, but of course, playing with friends tends to speed things up. Once unlocked, each zone will contain various activities, including lost sectors, regional chests, patrols, and public events. Aside from these more casual activities, there are also a few dungeons in the game, one of which being available for free. Dungeons are another form of endgame content, similar to raids but only requiring teams of 3. As you can see, even with the free version of the game, you already get access to a ton of content from tutorials and introductions all the way to raiding and ranked PvP. Which brings us to the paid content, which is now released in 2 forms, expansions and seasons. Expansions in Destiny 2 are big releases that occur about once a year. They're essentially game-sized releases that include a multitude of content, such as new campaigns, new zones, new gear, new raids, new dungeons, and new strikes. Sometimes expansions include more, such as the most recent expansion, which includes access to the new Stasis subclasses. This is Bungie's way of adding more content and increasing the value of the game as a whole, rather than releasing entirely new standalone Destiny games each year. So far, there have been 3 expansions, Forsaken, Shadowkeep, and Beyond Light, with the 4th expansion, Witch Queen, coming in February 2022. Expansions are usually $40 USD when released, with older ones dropping down to $25. Gameplay content such as raids, dungeons, and strikes stay in the game for a long time, giving you plenty of time to get your money's worth from each expansion. Seasons, on the other hand, are a more fleeting experience. Seasons aren't as bulky as expansions, but instead provide slower, more consistent content, best experienced in the current state. What this means is that even though it is possible to play some of the content from older seasons, they're really meant to be experienced while they're live. Seasons typically include an exotic weapon and seasonal mods, as well as a bunch of cosmetic and consumable rewards. There's also typically new gameplay events tied to each season, giving players a fresh new way to grind for their rewards. The last few expansions have each had 4 seasons, with little or no downtime in between. Not only do seasons provide new gameplay activities and rewards, but they also serve as a conduit for the overall storyline of Destiny, progressing the story in between the larger expansion campaigns. Seasons will each cost 10 USD if you buy them individually, and usually last about 3 months. However, if you're more into buying in bulk, you can purchase the deluxe edition of the current or upcoming expansions, which will net you the expansion in all 4 of the appropriate seasons, totaling 80 USD. If you're quick with the math, you might have already realized that it isn't any more or less expensive to buy them all together or individually. Disregarding any special sales, expansions cost 40 USD and seasons each cost 10, whether or not you're buying them separately or together. Bungie has made it clear that they want the players to get what they pay for, and not feel like they need to buy bundles or spend more money to get a deal. This allows players to try the game for free, move at their own pace, and decide what and when they want to purchase, or whether or not they'd even like to spend any money on the game at all. And that is going to do it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, or let me know what you think down in the comments section. Big shout out to Monish Pradeep for the support on this video. And once again, thank you for watching. My name is Park Attack. Peace.